Hi guys, welcome to episode number 7, I do believe, if my math is correct, of Tercel Talk. Yeah, you know, somebody asked me, are you really in the car driving? No, we have spent millions of dollars to create this amazing special effect. What do you think? Yeah, we don't have a budget. Anyway, let's see. Oh, and somebody else said to me, still no politics. Why no politics? Here on the interwebs, do we need more politics? Do we, you know the interwebs need? The interwebs need laughs and hugs. Yeah, so here comes your laugh. Next time you see me, collect your hug. Oh, speaking of laughs, and if you're in the Eugene, Springfield area, people all the time ask, when are you going to be performing? Where are you going to be performing? This Saturday, which happens to be November 19th, at the Wildish Theater, downtown Springfield, on Main in downtown Springfield. I'm the opening act and MC for what's called the Baby Boomer Comedy Show. The two baby boomers are Kent Rader and Jan McGinnis, comedian friends of mine. Very funny and clean. So 7:30, November 19th, Wildish Theater. Tickets $20. I'll be doing the MC. And we'll do some comedy Q&A afterwards and tell road stories, which I have no shortage of. Quick joke from Jan McGinnis, one of my favorites. She does a lot of workplace humor. She goes, yeah, when did Casual Friday become White Trash Wednesday? Kent Rader, the other comic, has OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, the kind that Jack Nicholson has in As Good as It Gets, that movie. And he's a bit germ-phobic. And he makes no bones about it. As a matter of fact, he says he's the world's cleanest comedian because he has to be. It's a compulsion. Anyway, he's on a plane with his son. Son's 9 years old. They're going somewhere. And the flight attendant's going through the safety. You know the drill. And she says, if you're traveling with a child, put your mask on first, and then put the mask on the child. And his son, at 9 years old, who knows his dad has OCD, says to him, Dad, we both know that's not going to happen. And Kent goes, how do we know that's not going to happen? He goes, because you're going to be busy cleaning your mask while I pass out. Out of the mouth of babes. That's Kent Rader. So you guys will enjoy the show. Speaking of shows, for the last episode I told you the first story in the trifecta that cost me my first radio job at WRDU 106, the home of rock and roll. It was about a bank. I had a segment on my show called Too Stupid to Live. Not about people who deserve to die, about people who, when you meet them, you wonder how they've lived as long as they have. And the first one took place in the bank. The second, when I got in trouble because the people I made fun of were the employees of local businesses, local sponsors businesses, and I gave the name of the business, location, person I talked to. Second one happened in a store called Harris Teeter. It's a big grocery store. It's a big southern chain. I'm guessing it's now owned by Kroger. Kroger owns everything. Anyway, I'm in the express lane, and here's my philosophy on express lanes. If you're in the express lane and the person in front of you has more than the number of items, like the 10 items mandated by the sign overhead, I believe it should be your privilege by law to decide just exactly what goes back to the shelf. And let me tell you something, I'd play hardball. Yeah, I wouldn't send back the People magazine and the Slim Jim. I'd send back the KO Pectate and the toilet paper. Make them think twice about doing that again. Anyway, I'm in line. I got my 2 apples. That's my snack, my 2 apples. And the young man working behind the cash register, I'm guessing he's 18, 19 years old. And you can tell by his attitude, he didn't care. I mean, you've seen kids like this. He didn't care about the corporate image, customer service. He's 18. I've been there. He's a guy. He wants to make enough money to buy, gas and condoms. Oh, come on. A friend of mine from back in the day in San Diego when I started comedy, Ralph Williams, had a joke. Real men don't wear condoms. They just pay child support for 18 years. Ralph Dirtbag Williams, by the way. You can imagine what his act was like. So, the young man just wants to buy, So I get to him and I hand him my 2 apples. Oh, and I'm sure that the customer service manager made him do this. Everybody that comes to that register, he has to say, welcome to Harris Teeter, how are you? And bless his heart. By the way, that's a southern disclaimer. Are you aware of that? Bless his heart. You can say anything you want, bad as you want, about anybody you want, as long as you follow it with, bless his heart. He's dumb as a bag of hammers, bless his heart. Yeah. She's ugly as homemade soap, bless her heart. She's not loose. She's just user-friendly, bless her heart. So he's going through the motions. Welcome to Harris Teeter, how are you? Boop. Welcome to Harris Teeter, how are you? Boop. And By the way, I'm adding energy to the impression. The kid would have to kick it up a notch to be a slacker. He gets to me, he goes, welcome to Harris Teeter, how are you? I said, well, tell you the truth, I got a great big giant wedgie. How about you? Nothing. Not a spark, not a glimmer, no indication the word wedgie doesn't come up a half a dozen times a day in conversation. I will tell you this, the three people in line behind me are not paying attention. So I hand him my 2 apples, and he says this, will there be anything else? I don't know about you guys, but by the time I've gotten to the cash register portion of the shopping cycle, I pretty much made my buying decisions. Yeah, I'm not going to get out of the line, pick up 2 items, come back. But it gave me the comedic opening I was looking for, because I was doing a morning show on radio. My job was 12 minutes of good, solid, family-friendly, funny, every day. Man, that is a grind. So I was always looking for comedy. When he said, will there be anything else? I thought, bingo. I said, no, as a matter of fact. Funny you should ask. Those 2 apples you're holding, I do not want them. I want everything else in the store. You know what Bright Boy says? Paper or plastic. I said, you're not listening to me. I don't want those 2 apples. I want every other item in this here Harris Teeter. He stops. I'm guessing he's vapor locked. 30 seconds later he comes to and he goes, I'm sorry, sir. You see, this here lane is 10 items or less. Apparently during the 30 seconds he was actually counting the items in the store. When he hit 11, he knew, hell, I'm in the wrong line. Manager of the store called the manager of the radio station who called me on the carpet. You know the drill. Next episode, we will cover the coup de grace, or coup de grace, as we used to say back home. Anyway, there's your laugh. Find me for the hug. I'll see you on the flip-flop.